Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm probably not gonna buy this car because of its name. I know that sounds weird, but this car has the longest name known to man. Here it is on the screen right now. And yeah, I'm probably not gonna buy this car because of its name. But I will say though, the car does take corners well, brakes well, and handles well. Everything about the car is good. But the only thing I don't like about it is its name. Yeah, that's what I quite like about the car, but I just don't like the name of it. It's just too long for me to pronounce. I'm sorry. It's a four door. It's a four-door sedan car. It's sedan car. Well, sedan car. It's just $1,790,000, and it was part of a bottle dollar update. Anyway, let's move on to the next car. Okay, the Futo GTX. Nah, I wouldn't recommend. But the Futo, yes, that's a car you want to get. Now, why would I recommend the Futo over the Futo GTX? Well, the Futo has drift tuning, and this car doesn't. So the car has basically the Futo has more use than the Futo GTX. You guys following along with the fact that it could do drifting, and this car can't. With the fact that this one is the Futo GTX. So don't get the Futo GTX, get the Futo if you want a drift car for drifting in GTA Online. I hope that was clear enough. Joke, guys. Here's what I actually think of the Futo, and not the Futo. Sorry, the Futo GTX, not the Futo. Look, okay, I got it right this time. Futo GTX, not Futo. Okay. So the car is a sports car. It's a two-door car, and the price is $1,590,000. Pretty steep price, but you can get a trade price for $1,192,500. Okay. $1,192,000, $500 as well. $500. Yeah. But yeah, I still probably wouldn't recommend the Futo GTX. I'd probably recommend just the Futo. Okay. Pretty standard car. It's a sports car. It's called the Cypher, and it was part of the Tuners update. It's a two-door car, and the price is 1.5 million, basically $1,550,000. But it's also a trade price for $1,162,000. Well, 500 at the end too. But would I recommend it? It's actually not that bad of a car. I would probably buy it, but I'm not gonna. I think is it the Sentos car? Anyway, that's besides the point. I like the car. I think I've upgraded this thing before. I would have because I remember upgrading all Tuners cars in an update. That was probably one of the worst ideas I've had. Okay, so we got the FR36. It's a two-door coupe car that costs $1,610,000. Now, I've looked at some things on the wiki about the GTA wiki about this. That's where I get all my information from, by the way, about this car, and it does look like it has some decent upgrades for this car. So yeah, I'd probably recommend it for like upgrade wise, but this car ain't gonna win you any races. This car can take corners well, brakes well, and handles well. Everything about the car is good, so yeah, I'd recommend it. And my friend would like this car too because it has liveries. Wait, you know what? I want to throw this in here as well. Do you know that one thing that my friend always asks when it comes to upgrading cars if a car has liveries? Like, he likes the liveries and I hate the liveries. Subjectively. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but most of them are bad. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of strange how he likes them and I don't. Okay, so I wouldn't recommend this car for turning or anything like that, but the car is tiny, and that probably gives it a huge advantage on drift tracks. Yep, this is one of the new drift cars, the GTR 1. We also have the Jester Classic as a drift tunable car. I would still recommend that probably more than this, but this car is $145,000. It's not that pricey, which is not that bad. Four-door car and drift tunable. So much I can say, but this car I would actually recommend for like the drifting part, but hopefully this car can actually get some improvements on turning and stuff. Okay, this is the Italy GTB, not the Italy GTB Custom. I could tell a difference with the Italy GTB and the Italy GTB Custom, and the difference is the LGTB Italy GTB is not like a wide body, like, and the Italy GTB Custom has like splitters and like partial upgrades done to the car already. How many times have I said Italy GTB? Let me know down in the comments. This is the supercar. It's a two-door car, and it is 1,189,000. So it's still pretty expensive, but it's also the price right this week, and I would recommend you go for this 100%. It's only won 3 races in a row, and if you want to throw in a little extra money on the side, you could get 100k just from doing 3 drift races. And the challenge is win 3, come top 3 for 3 days in a row in like any of the series. So if you just do the drift races, you should get this in no time. So you basically get a free car, and you get $100,000 along the side. It's actually not a bad car to do. Yeah, not a bad car. I'd go for it. I am going for it. I'll be honest, I really wanted to get through this one quickly because I don't recommend it. It's 1,750,000. I would not recommend this car if it was the last car on Earth. Well, maybe the second to last car. The Reaper's worse than this. It's a two-door car, and and it has no upgrades. So I would highly advise you guys do not buy this car. Don't buy this car under any circumstances. This car is not worth your time, and it will not win you any races. Okay, so I feel like I've upgraded this car before, but I think I've upgraded it with Kurt. It's hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure I did this car, but I can't remember anything about this car. I don't think this car has many upgrades just from looking at it alone. I don't hate the look of it, I'll be honest. I don't hate the look. The car can turn well, brakes well, handles well. The car is worth $1,603,000, so that's quite a lot of money. It's a two-door supercar. I guess it comes down to personal preference. For me, I'd say probably no, because I've upgraded it with Kurt. I'm not 100% sure on that, to be honest, though. So let's just move on to the next car. Okay, so this is the Silvestre. It's a two-seater car, it's a sports class car, and I still probably would not recommend it. It is $990,000, so it's not expensive. Although I can see this car having some decent upgrades, I probably would not buy it, personally, because I just don't like the looks that much. But I guess it comes down to personal preference. Personally, I would say no, so I guess for that reason, I'm going to say no just for the looks alone. So it doesn't take corners well either, so maybe don't get it actually. Yeah, don't get this car. Okay, so this car is an electric car. This is the Instinct. I hope I pronounced that right. I really am bad at English, okay? Two-door car, sports car, and it is $2 million. That's a lot of price. $2,472,000. Okay, for that price alone, I'd probably say avoid it, but I think I've upgraded this car before. And would I recommend it? Nah, not really. Why does this thing just remind me of Back to the Future? Back to the Future. I know it's not the Deluxo, but it looks a bit like it. I'm not gonna lie. It looks a bit like the DeLorean, but yeah, I would actually probably not recommend this car. I mean, I can imagine this car has some decent upgrades, but I don't know. Something about this car just being electric is putting me kind of off about this car. But still, I would say no, but it comes down to personal preference. It's not a bad car. It takes corners well, brakes well, and hands well. Everything about the car is good. So I guess it's up to you at the end of the day, right? This is a four-door off-roader called the Terminus. It is $1,877,500. Oh my god, what a random price for a car like this. But no, I honestly have no idea what kind of upgrades this car has. But I can tell you this: I bought the Terminus Patrol So by the time we do the 10 minutes patrol, I'll be able to actually tell you guys what kind of upgrades go for it as well. Speaking of which, if you made it this far into the video, I want to bring up one more thing that kind of is important, kind of related to cars in a way in GTA. I want people to start commenting on my videos, saying of GTA videos, obviously, saying, for example, what's your top 5 favorite cars in GTA? It has to be a car. It can't be anything on Warstock. It's only could be on Legendary Motorsport and Southern San Andreas Super Autos. So you can't pick any weaponized vehicles. You've got to pick a car or something in general. The reason I want to know this is because I want to pick some of your suggestions down in the comments for cars that me and my friend could do together. I'm probably going to do a fair few, so I'm probably going to do 20 or more. So if your comment gets picked, well, yeah, you might see your car being upgraded in a future video with me and Kurt.